Hashtag no doubt, sucker.
So what is up, guys, and welcome back to night 7 of our top 10 list. And yet again, there were a bunch of races, so I'm just going to show you the highlights in my opinion. And right now I'll show you our standings at the beginning of the night, and we're going to go ahead and get right into it. But right off the bat, we've got a super fast race. We've got FHT0 and Base, FH in the Mustang and Base in the Nova. Let's see who gets it. Now they're pretty much door to door all the way down, and FH looks like he's pulling at the end because the Mustangs go crazy up top, but he did cross, so Base wins the race. But next up is Cred going up against Babby Logano Motorsports in the Z. Let's see. Looks like the Z gets out, but Cred pulls up on him and freight trains away a little bit, and Cred ends up getting the win by about a car. But next is Base going for the 4 spot. He's calling out Mage, trying to get his revenge because last time he accidentally wheelied, so let's see. Looks like Base is on the light and he gets out on Mage and just stays out. Mage does not have enough to reel him in time, so Base takes the 4 spot. Now we've got Farco and Retro going at it for the 2 spot. GT Classic on Hellcat. Let's see. Looks like Farco gets about a car out or so, and if you let a GT Classic get out, there is hardly any showing up to that because they pull up top insane. But next up is Flipper and Babby Logano. Flipper in the G35 and Babby Logano in the Z. Should be a good one. Looks like Flipper gets a fender out on the light, and that's all he needs. He gets up out of there well. Logan is creeping, but not enough, so Flipper wins. But next is Cred in the Hellcat and Owl in the Nova. Let's see who gets it. Now that was a good one. Owl gets out and Cred pulls back up. Then Owl gets in front, and then Cred pulls back right at the end, getting him the win. Now next up is Retro and Base going at it for the 3 spot. We had some finish line trouble on this one for the first race, so we figured out who won after. We do believe Retro got it the first race, but they ran it back, so we'll let you see. Now that race was super close, and our finish lines, we should have had them stand back a little bit, but anyways, we had them run it back, and let's see how it goes. Well, not too much to look at there. Retro gets treed and he spins, and that kills his run. So Base moves on, gets that 3 spot. So now he's calling up Farco, trying to move on to the 2 spot. Let's see. Now this was a good run. They take off about even, but Base gets out. And looks like he stays out. Farco's creeping because GTs will do that, but Base takes the win. Now next is Logan in the Z and Owl in the Nova. Should be a good one. Can't really ask for much better than that. They're side by side all the way down, but that Z will creep up top as well, and Logan gets on the win. Now next up is Cred and Flipper. They're both running, so let's see. Looks like Flipper cuts a good light and beats Cred down to the other end. Good run, but next up is Retro and Mage. Let's see. Now this was a reaction time race. They both make almost identical passes. Retro's pulling at the end, but man, did those cars sound good side by side. But these next few races might be a little repetitive. They were still good races, but I might not show as much of the interviews. This is Owl and Cred. Looks like Owl 60-foot's Cred. Cred is spinning too much, I think. And Owl gets the dub. Next up is FHT0 and Retro. Now this looks like Retro is finally getting back used to it. Looks like an insanely fast pass out of him. So he's calling up Farco. But now Retro stumbles off the line and Farco gets out and stays out. Now Farco's trying to call out Base Madman back for the 2 spot. Looks like Base gets out to the 60-foot quicker this time versus Farco than last time, and Base stays out and gets the win. Next up's Retro and Farco. And there's a fast Retro pass, but only this time Farco stumbled at the beginning and then even almost hit Al at the end. He may have hit him. But anyways, I'm going to be trying to catch up on these videos. We've done night 8 and we've done night 9. You also may notice that I did not get called out tonight. So I haven't raced this car at this point in like months, it feels like, because I don't even use it through the week when we do posts or whatever. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Here's the standings. Till the next one.